Everyone, okay, so this video really is directed at you as a thank you. As you know, my brushes went on sale officially yesterday, and it's been an incredible process, a stressful one, but an incredible one. And this video is for you to say thank you. When the pre-orders came in, they sold out immediately, and as of now, the UK and the rest of the world have all sold out, and I think in the US there's like a few, if that, left of a couple of the brushes. There are more coming in, so they've all been ordered and they'll all come in, so all of you who didn't get any that would like some, they will be coming back in, so that's wonderful. But this video is really a thank you, and to, you know, talk you through how grateful I am. And there is, I think with YouTube, when you reach a certain number of people, there are lots of opportunities available to you, and people would like to work with you, people would like to use your name to put on things, and I think that's wonderful. I think the way that I did it was that I wanted to start from the ground and work up. Because if you suddenly got all these products, you know that it's not really, I don't know how to explain it. If I was to come out with a makeup line that had, say, 10 foundations and 5 blushes and powders and 5 concealers and 15 eyeshadows and, you know, a really sort of small range but compact, you know, I've looked into the pricing of it, and you know, to get them tested to make sure that they're safe for America, for the US and the EU and the rest of the world, and to buy the minimums and the packaging and all of that, it would cost about, in the English money, it would cost about £1.5 million to create a cosmetic line that would feature your core items. And that's impossible. Because I don't have that kind of money. There might be some companies that would like to do it, and I think that's a wonderful thing, but it's not for me. I wanted to start with the brushes and start right from the ground and make sure that the product was so lovely and so good, and that there would be roots, and that I could build upon that from the ground up, rather than when you started up here, there's nowhere left to go. So I want to enjoy the process and, you know, build from it. I think if I had endless supplies of money, I would create what I would consider to be a beautiful makeup line. I don't have endless money, and it, you know, if I did, there would be, you know, the brushes I think are as perfect as they can be. Originally, when I had the brushes made, they had no name on them at all. There was going to be no name and no number on them, because I couldn't afford to have any, the stamping. I just couldn't afford it. So I went back to the bank and was like, can I have some more money? And they did, so I could afford the stamping process. I mentioned it before in the last video, but I really, in an ideal world, they would be lasered on, because then they're like permanent. You can't scratch them off, you can't rub them off. But I just don't have that kind of money to do that, which is why they're hot stamped. And you know, the problems with hot stamping is that with rough and tumble and scratching, the names come off. This hot stamping is what we do with, what companies do with MAC and Laura Mercier and NARS. It's all the same sort of thing. You know, in an ideal world, they would be lasered on and they would be indestructible, but I just couldn't afford it. There's a lot of things that I just couldn't afford, and that was one of them. So, you know, I mentioned it before, but on your name, if you get them, just put a bit of clear nail varnish on there. You won't see it on there. It'll protect the handles and the names if you're worried about that, but you'll always be able to read it because they're hot stamped. You can still see it on there. It's just not going to be glowing white anymore. But this is, yeah, I've gone off on some bizarre tangent. It's really just a thank you, because this was a big passion of mine, the brushes, and they have sold so much better than I thought they would. And to know that they sold out so quickly is just a really nice feeling, because, you know, there was no big PR machine going or anything like that. So it was so nice to be able to make something and be able to read these wonderful reviews on them about how soft they are and how lovely they are. So a big thank you really to everybody that has helped me. They are coming back in, so don't worry, there will be a continuous supply. I'm just trying to get on top of all the finances of it, which is very difficult. And once I'm on top of all that, there will be a continuous supply and people will be able to, of course, hopefully keep buying them, and you know, and the process will continue. So a big thank you really to everybody that has helped me and supported me with this. And thank you, because you have this passion of mine for brushes is something that's very personal to me, and I'm very pleased that I'm able to, you know, share these with you, which I think are wonderful, beautiful brushes, and that you're able to experience them as well. So thank you so much for everything really, and for your time, and for listening, and for watching, and for, you know, just keeping up with me really, and putting up with me during this time. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, bye bye.